Listen, we've been thrifting a long time and most of our clothes have to be thrifted, so today we're going to tell you the secrets that you too can thrift successfully.
Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, so are we.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Elise, and we wanted to take our love of thrifting and share it with you guys.
Let's be honest, anyone who shops secondhand knows that the best feeling is when someone compliments something that you thrifted and you can be like, thanks, I thrifted it.
So today we are going to go through everything that you need to know about thrifting, like to succeed in it and just to leave happy whenever you thrift.
So, as someone who's been thrifting for the last 5 years in many different countries across Asia, Europe, and in Australia as well, we've both gathered our top 10 tips for how to succeed thrifting. So, my first tip comes down to the preparation before you go thrifting, and I have two tips for this actually. The first one is finding a good place to thrift. So we have a couple places that we really like and we're still experimenting with that a little bit. But also recently I went to one of the wealthier suburbs towards the city and I hit jackpot there, like such good brands and everything. And so I think that comes down to part of the preparation. My next tip for the preparation of thrifting is planning ahead and making sort of like a list of the things you want to get, or even looking on Pinterest for some items that you're liking at the moment. I did this before I went to Europe last year. There was a couple of things that I needed, and so I made a list of the things that I thrifted, like that I could thrift, so I knew what to look out for, and then also the things that I thought that would be harder to thrift and that I could buy new. And then also it just makes you feel so much happier once you actually find something that you've been planning or wanting.
Yeah.
I have two examples of this actually. So this jacket is Lululemon, and I think it was like 4 months ago maybe. I told my mom that one of my like thrifting dreams was to find Lululemon in a thrift store. And not only did I find like Lululemon, I thought I was gonna find like shorts or leggings or something, but I found like a white hoodie and it's in great condition, no stains or anything.
How much?
I think it was like, $11, so super good.
Yeah.
And then another one is I've also, like, I love sambas. I love all the different colors. And I told my mom that, because I always see videos of, in America, people thrifting sambas. So I told my mom as well that I really wanted to find sambas. And then, yesterday actually, while Lisa's gone to get them, I found these brown sambas, and unfortunately they're a size too small for me and a size too big for Elise, but we're going to see if any of our family wants them. But here they are. They're really cute, and they were $10 as well, so pretty good steal for some sambas. Well, they're actually gazelles, I think, but yeah.
The third tip we have is always check the men's jeans. Like, I wouldn't really have thought to do that until my dad did it one day when I was thrifting with him, and he found a pair of A-brand jeans in my size and Glasson's jeans in my size. So, like, I don't remember exactly how much they were, but you never know until you look. So that's a good tip. Just always look in the men's jeans, even though you wouldn't usually think to go there. Going off that, our fourth tip is to not just like scout around, but genuinely just have a look through every single like item.
Yeah.
Because if you're just doing a quick thrift, that's good. Like, look for colors or just items you want. But if you want to do a good haul, look through everything, because like good things are hiding, and especially through like first glance, they might not look how they would look on you, or like you might not see the full potential in it before you like hold it up and see it, or just like look properly at what it is.
Yeah, I think going off of that would be our fifth tip, which would also be to look in sizes that aren't your size. We do have a bit of a story about this one. So we're looking in knits, like it's starting to get chilly in Australia, and so we're looking through the knits, and Elise actually stopped at the size, like she just checked the size small, and then we moved on to the next section, and then I had to come back for a trolley. And one item in from the small, so into the medium, I found, sorry Elise, I found this little off-the-shoulder knit, brand new from Glasson's, and I think it was like $10, $8. But yeah, it's so nice and cozy, snug. And this was actually another one of my like dream finds. I'd been eyeing it off, and it was actually in my shopping cart, which I do want to add to what I was saying before about preparation. I think also shopping online and adding things to your cart that you're like eyeing off also like shows you like the trendy pieces and things that you want to thrift for, because I actually had that in my cart from the store, and then I went thrifting and found it as well.
Not saying that you'll always find like brand new things like that, but like even you had something in your cart, like the red jumper, and you found something very similar when you're looking at it. Yeah. Our sixth tip is to do with like sales. So here in Australia, we like to go to some place called Savers, and if you know this place, you should definitely know that if you donate a bag of clothes, it doesn't have to be much, just have some clothes in a bag. I've seen someone just do a hat and they still get it. They will usually give you 20% off whatever you it's just a coupon, so you can just keep that. And for Salvos, which we also like to go to, on Wednesdays, I think it is a student discount.
And Salvos is actually doing a promotion right now that if you donate there, you also get 20% off. So I found that yesterday.
Oh, that's so good. I think they usually have, I don't know if they have like a schedule where they do it, but it's usually more just like look around. They'll probably have a poster up. It's usually like yellow tags are half off today, or blue tags are $2. Just make sure you look out for that, because that could be a lifesaver if you're,
Yeah, even if you're like tossing and turning between an item and then you find out it's half price, game changer.
Yeah, absolutely.
My 8th tip is sometimes it's like really easy to just get excited when you find something that's like half decent, I guess, at the thrift store. I think there's like a bit of a stigma around thrifting that like it's a bit like musty dusty and like you might not find the nicest items. So when you find something that's like, oh yeah, this could be cute or whatever, I think it's important to consider like, will you actually wear this? And it's also about like thrifting mindfully. Like you are thrifting to save the environment, but you have to be like sustainable in the way that you're even thrifting. And then I have an example from this as well, is that I was wanting tailored like suit pants sort of things for so long, and I tried on so many different pairs. I remember once I went to Savers, which is actually called Value Village in America, but I went to Savers and I had like 10 different pairs in my hand to try on, and none of them were just like the pair, and so I left empty-handed, and I've just been looking around for maybe the last 2 months, but it was actually last Sunday we went thrifting together, and then I got these That's So Fetch tailored pants, and they fit me like a glove. They are so nice. They're literally perfect for me, and I'm so glad that I didn't settle for a pair that I didn't like love. And then I also have another example for that was with jeans. I've been looking for like a darker wash of jeans for a while now, and yesterday when I went thrifting I found this Uniqlo pair, and they're dark wash and they're wide leg and they also fit very nicely. And then going off of jeans, this is sort of just like a little hack for thrifting if you're in a bit of a rush. I thought this hack was common sense, but I think a lot of people don't actually know it, so we're here to share these hacks. But it's if you take the waistband of your jeans, and I don't want the microphone to go fuzzy, but basically you put it around your neck, and if it fits around your neck like perfectly, it's going to fit like your waist perfectly as well. Apparently the size, like the width of your hips is equivalent to the thickness of your neck. So that's a good one. In terms of like fitting around your hips and waist, it's pretty good, and I'm yet to find a pair that this hack doesn't work on.
It works really well.
Yeah.
Tip 9. Tip 9 is that always check the brands. We passed up on this once, but we did find, as we were looking for this Lululemon, we found another Lululemon, which we wouldn't personally have worn because it was hot pink, but it was brand new with tags on it. And so if you see something like that, I'm sure someone out there is willing to pay a good price for it. And I don't know how much it was for us, but definitely not full price.
Yeah, I think it was like $15. It was the same jacket as this, just hot pink. But even like family and friends, like surely you can find someone to give it to and help them shop sustainably as well.
Yeah, and even if you're looking in a section which you wouldn't usually like always love something, maybe like jackets, just look through the brands as you go through them, because you can have some really good finds, especially if you're looking for vintage stuff. And if you know your brands well, then that can be so handy. Yeah,
and that's also good like if you're finding high quality pieces for like thrift flips as well, which you've done a couple of. But yeah, if you have like material, because even material is so expensive to buy, so if you find something that's already like half made, it might not be made for your size or the style you want, but you can thrift flip it, then that's always good as well.
Especially in activewear, I think we have a big eye for just like Nike, any Nike stuff. And so this is actually yeah, we both. This is thrifted.
Yeah, mine's thrifted
Nike,
as well.
And everyone pretty much knows, like once you see that tick, it's pretty easy to spot, and then that's a good sign of something that has a good value to it. It just feels more satisfying when you thrift something and you know like the original price of it would have been so much higher than what you're paying, and if it's in good condition, then it's a win-win.
Yeah, definitely.
She was talking about that thrift flip that I did before. I've done a thrift flip which is a denim dress that I found at Salvos, and it fit me perfectly, but I don't really have anything to wear a mini denim dress to, and so I decided, what if I can make it into a top? And genuinely it was so easy. I took a pair of sewing scissors, I cut the bottom, I have the choice whether if I want to hem it or not, which is also really easy. But since it fit my top part so well, you can't really pass up something like that.
Number 10.
Number 10 is thrift a lot. Some people are like, oh, I don't know how you find such good finds. The thing is, we're always thrifting.
Yeah.
Like, we do it a lot. If you think about it, like, you're probably using your time to do something else, and if you genuinely want to find good thrift finds, you need to thrift a lot. And sometimes you'll hit jackpot, but sometimes you do need to go through 4 stores a day, searching through everything they have to find good things, which you will find good things. You just take some work.
Yeah, or like the money that you're saving, not buying new, you can put
Yeah.
into like time that you spend thrifting.
Like, one new price item can equate to like 10 thrifting things.
Yeah, and you've just like put that time in at different stores. But it also helps if you plan like a strip of like a street that has like different thrift stores, because then you're spending less time and you can just go door to door. So there's like a couple suburbs or like markets that have a bunch of different places. So markets is also another good one.
Markets is so good, but also if you're in Australia, every time there's a Salvos, check, there's always a Vinnie's nearby.
Yeah, they're a little bit like they come together.
They're always together. If you're in Melbourne, Campbell Markets, Hunter Markets, they're really, really good. Yeah. Campbell Markets is huge. You do have to search through.
Fitzroy Market.
We've never been, but we've heard about it.
Yeah.
And those ones, I reckon the best thing about them is probably like the bins. Like they'll have like $5, $2 bins where you can just find gold in them.
You can't be afraid to go bin diving when you're at markets. That's where you find the gold, and for the cheapest prices as well. If it's on a hanger, you're going to be paying more.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or it's like in bad condition. Yeah.
Alright, so this is actually the second video we've made together. We've made a couple of shorts, but if you want to check out our last video, check it right here. If you appreciate the tips that we gave you today, please like and subscribe so that we can keep doing this.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks for watching. Bye!